In this video, I'm going to show you how to write a C program for triangle trajectory. First, create a Qt widget application in the name of triangle profile. We are going to reproduce the Excel sheet into C program so that there is no need to create an Excel sheet for each and every value. When you write a C program, when you give input, you can easily find the trajectory points within a seconds. Now go to Qt widget application. You will get a window like this. Here we are going to use the triangle profile program. Go to form, go to main window where I'm going to create two inputs, speed and distance. Speed is nothing but V average, then distance is the total displacement uh, should be traveled by the system. Take line edit and label, mark it as distance and speed. These are the two input parameters that we are going to use for our triangle trajectory function. We have to pass these two input to the inside the function. First one distance, second one speed. Whereas in the Excel sheet, we have used the term V average, velocity average instead of speed, but both are same. Then create a more push button, make it as run, select line edit, go to slot, select text changed, you will get a window like this. Inside that window, specify distance equal to argument 1 to float. Argument 1 dot to float. Then define distance and speed as global variable. Float distance and speed. Go to main window, select line edit 2, click on go to slot, select text changed, click OK. You will get another window, another function like this, where you have to specify speed argument 1 to float. We have already defined speed as a global variable. That's why you are getting a color change of blue color. Again, go to main window, click on run button, go to slot, select click. You will get a push button click function like this. So inside that, I'm going to write a triangle function with two inputs, speed and distance. Before that, I'm going to print something on push button to check whether it is working or not. I'm just typing qdebug sendle to verify whether it is working or not. Include the qdebug header file on main window.cpp. Now I'm going to run this triangle profile. Select triangle profile, right click, click run. So you will get front end GUI. Click run. You will get a name of Sendel printed on Q output. This is because of we have printed QD Sendel in QDebug. Now I'm going to remove QDebug. I'm going to print the distance and speed value. Type triangle function with an input of distance and speed. That's it. So I'm going to pass two input, distance and speed inside the triangle. Now I have to define the triangle function. Void triangle, float distance, comma, float speed. Now copy void triangle function, go to main window.h, paste void function, top of main window.h. Now go to main window.cpp, you run the simulation. Now you will get a window. Now I'm going to print distance and speed in triangle to check whether I am getting distance and speed value inside the triangle function. So debug, print distance, then qdebug, print speed. So when you click run button, then the push button will execute triangle function. Inside the triangle function, we have two qdebacks which print distance and speed. Now we can see distance and speed in output window. So we will verify this by running the triangle profile function. Run triangle profile, specify speed and distance 300 and 0.5, click run. Now you can see that distance and speed will be displayed on the output window. So now you have to execute the logic inside the triangle function. Instead of QDebug, by referring the Excel sheet or spreadsheet, you have to write code inside the triangle function to find the trajectory which is available in column L of Excel or spreadsheet. First, we will recall the triangular motion profile video. So there is an Excel or spreadsheet which we have discussed already. So I just want to recall the few parameters. Then we will move on to program. In this Excel sheet, there are two important parameters. The first parameter is uh, DS. So this is very, very important. So DS is nothing but increment, and another important parameter, time for Vmax. So 333.3333 milliseconds. So these two parameters are very, very important. Sorry, time for maximum velocity, uh, time to reach maximum velocity 166.6666 milliseconds. So these two parameters are very, very important. We are going to use these two parameters to calculate the trajectory of a triangular trajectory. Here, the acceleration and deceleration sample time starts from um, 0 Then, then sampling time is nothing but ds value. So the sampling time, acceleration, deceleration sample time starts from 1, then it will go up to 166. Again, from 166 to it will reach 0. Whereas the sampling time is constant for both acceleration and deceleration time. Then you have to calculate the velocity g. Here, the sampling time ds is nothing but increment, which is nothing but f. Then e represent acceleration and deceleration sample time. Then G will be calculated by multiplication of column E and F. So multiplication of column E and F will give you G. Then you have to find error. Error is our error distance. Then you have to specify the error distance on H. Here you have to specify error distance on H only for upward acceleration. Acceleration. Only for acceleration, not for deceleration. If you mention like that, then you can find velocity with error. That is nothing but k. So k value you can find by adding g and h. So column k is nothing but column g plus column h. Then finally you have to find position. So the position is nothing but current position plus previous position. Say for example, this particular position, second position is nothing but current velocity plus previous position. By adding these two, you will get the current position. So K, so that particular parameter is equal to L8 plus K9. So that will give you L9. So like that, you have to find remaining parameter. So why I am explaining this Excel sheet? Because we are going to reproduce the same Excel sheet in C program. We can't program, we can't create an Excel sheet for each and every value so that we are going to C program. So now go to our program. So this is the triangular function. Let me expand this function. So now I'm going to follow the same step-by-step procedure that we have followed in Excel sheet or spreadsheet to calculate the trajectory. You can follow any method. The only thing is the end answer that is called L should be same. First, we have to calculate time Vmax and the increment. We have calculated time Vmax, time for maximum velocity, and the increment in Excel sheet. Formula for time Vmax, distance divided by 2 into speed. We are getting distance and speed is nothing but V average. We are getting distance and speed as an input to this function. We can pass that function to calculate time Vmax. You have to define time Vmax as float. Then time Vmax is nothing but total time to reach maximum velocity. This is the word used in Excel sheet. Then increment. Increment is nothing but ds value. So ds value is nothing but 4 into speed divided by distance. So this is a formula. You can use this formula or you can use the method that has been used in Excel sheet. Whatever the method you follow, you will get same answer. You print both time V max and increment to check whether you are getting same value as in Excel sheet. Then you have to calculate. So this is our step one. Calculate time Vmax and increment. Then step two, error calculation. You have to perform error calculation. So you have to find an error. So for that, I'm using two for loop. So first for loop will be used from 0 to time Vmax. That is 0 to 166. I'm using this for loop where first I'm calculating column E. So column E is nothing but uh, increment value, sample time. Then column F already know that is nothing but increment value. Then multiplying column E and the column F, you will get column G. So column G is nothing but column E and F. So what is F? F is nothing but DS. So when you multiply these two parameters, you will get G. Then add consecutive G value to get sum of column G. You can print column G as array in C program to check whether you are getting same value as in Excel sheet. Now, so this is for 0 to 166. Again, from 166 to 0, you have to decrement. For that, you have to write another for loop. In that for loop, first print column E. Column E is nothing but sample time. That is 166 to 0. Then column G. So column G again, multiplication of E and F. Again, F equal to DS. Then again calculate sum of column G and print column G to check whether you are getting same value as in Excel sheet. Then calculate error distance. There is a formula for error distance and error that you have to calculate from Excel sheet. After calculating error, print the error distance to check whether you are getting correct value as in Excel sheet. Then finally, I'm going to find the trajectory. So that is an ultimate aim. Step 3, trajectory calculation. So totally, there are 3 step-by-step procedure. First, we have to calculate time Emax and increment. Then we have to perform error calculation. Then the last one, trajectory calculation. For that, I'm going to use a for loop from 0 to 2 times of Vmax. If time Vmax is less than, if I equal to less than time Vmax, print column A, column K. Which means we have calculated error, then we have to add the error with column G. When you add error with column G, you will get column K. Then print column K to verify whether you are getting correct result. If I equal to greater than time Vmax, do not add error. So error equal to 0. Then print column K. Then finally, total number of samples. So total number of sample 2 times of time Vmax plus 1. So that you have to store it as G. So that represents total number of samples trajectory points obtained for this distance and speed. Then finally, I'm going to print the trajectory with the help of position. So first print column K. So we have already calculated column K. So just print column K, then print column L. So column L is nothing but position. So how do you find position? So position equal to current velocity plus previous position. So use a formula which has been used in Excel sheet. Then finally print position. The position is nothing but the values which we have obtained in column L. Finally, you can verify the answer with column L. So this is one step-by-step procedure. Try to understand this procedure. Try to see the video 1 or 2 times. You will get clear idea about this procedure. Then try to execute. Try to write a C program for this function to get a trajectory points. So this is how we will start. Void triangle flow distance P2 First, we have to calculate time Vmax and increment, then error calculation, finally trajectory calculation. So the outcome of trajectory calculation, the values which we have obtained in column L of calculation of triangle trajectory region.